Hello, good evening to everyone. This side Ayushi Thakur, function, techno-functional consult, techno-functional consultant. So we were solving the open tickets, in which I'll be telling you that how we get when I was in support project, and how I used to got the open tickets and how I used to close them, and how, or if I don't get to know how to solve the ticket, then we escalate it. So here we are solving the planning tickets in this session, where in my last session we were just doing the we are going to load the data file with the help of data management. Then we are going to run the rule of batch file. So first let's go to the instance and load the data management file. So this is my data management file which already I have prepared. Like for example, for these two account member, I'm just loading the file where I have just fixed the certain intersection over here, my product entity version account and my period are my intersection, where I'll be choosing them and uh, will be using them at the time of import format. So this is the file which I have prepared previously. Now let's go to the data management. uh, First of all, we need to create a source and target. So source and target is not working in data management, so we will go to the data exchange and there we will make the source target in the application, and we'll do the category and peer mapping also over there. So in data integration, we are going to do the four things, which is the source mapping, target mapping, period mapping, and category mapping. So over here in data integration, first of all, I need to create a source and target. I'll go to the action, I'll go to the application from here, and after going to the application, I will select any of the file which I wanted to use. And if you don't want to choose any other file, you can just upload your own, you can create your own file from here. Go to add, click on data source. Over here you can choose that file type, that from where wherever you're loading the data. Like I'm loading the data in a format of file, it is a CSV file format, so I'll be choosing the type as file. If it's going to be from Oracle ERP cloud or NetSuite or SCM cloud or e EBS DL balance, then in that form we are going to choose the integration type. So right now it is my file type integration, so I'll choose it over here. I'll give the name of the file whatever I wanted to give. I'll give a description now also as well from here. Right now this is how we are going to create an application. So I'll select the file type. I will name it as load data, and we'll give the description over here, loading the data file. Like if you want to give description, that whosoever want to see or want to remember the source and the target while creating the application, we'll write it over here, loading the data into file. Click on OK over here. After registrating the application, okay, as you can see, there is a pop-up message that the confirmation has been done, the application registered successfully. So over here we'll again go select the type which I have actually made in a form of source. So over here I'll click over this and will create the application, and then I will create the target application. Over here I will select the APM local, because all the way I'm just going to load the data in a form of CSV file format, and I'm just loading the data, not doing the dimension. Just keep in mind that whenever we'll select the category over here while targeting the while making a target application, we will not select dimension, we will select EPM local. The application name already been given. We'll select the all input cubes, can name it as a underscore. We will register the application over here. So the target application has also got registered. Just you need to remember that whatever the name you have kept for the target application and the source application, it should be there. You should remember while creating the import format. Okay, now close this and we'll go to the data management now. After, because we have to do the location data import format and the data management, we will go to the data management. We'll go to the setup. We'll select the source and the target. I'll select the source as reset search, load data. Oh, why it's not taking it? Okay, name already exists. Data load 1. Now we'll select an source from here, reset search. I made the load data name with the of the source app system. We'll select the target. I named it as a underscore vision. Select OK. Now select the file type as it is. As you can see the how we are going to select the file type. As you can see, my data is a numeric. My data is having numeric data, and plus it is in multi-column. So we are going to select the file type as numeric data multi-column. Numeric data we will select over here. Now save it. After saving it, you can see we are going to load data now. Right import format. Now I'm going to do the import mapping over here. My account is in my first column. My field number means my column number parallel to my Excel sheet. Now save it one by one while loading, while doing the mapping over here. After that, add the amount. So amount is from fifth column. If you want to, I remember, if you want to configure, you can configure it 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, January is from my fifth column, so I'm doing the mapping from fifth column over here in amount. After that, I'm going to do the expression mapping as well, because my amount is from fifth, sixth to seventh column. So I'm going to give the expression mapping, where I'm going to write the start and the column, start and end date, end of the column. So over here I will give the expression value as 5 to 7. Okay, this is what the expression I have given. Entity is in my fourth column. Sorry, entity is in my fourth column. I will give the entity as 110. After that, we need to fix the expressions only where we are not going to use it. HSP view, we are not loading any HSP view, so we have given the field any. You can give any field number over here between 1 to 9, so I have given it 2. We'll be writing the field number as, fixing it as a base data. Save it. After that, now we will write the product. In product, I will give the mapping and will know the field number. Product is in my second column, and I have chosen the product as P underscore 100. Now we'll do the mapping of P underscore 100. Save it. Next is version. My version is in my second column, so we'll give the field number as second. No, sorry, product is in third column. Product is in third column and version is working. So we have done the mapping of all the dimensions, whichever I have taken. Now save it. Okay, so we have just saved this, and we have done the mapping also of these dimensions. Now we will go to the location. We'll set the location over here. Add because no, before adding the location, okay, delete this one. We have to select first the target application. We'll take the target application is a underscore vision, add. After adding in, we'll give the name as loc underscore data load. We'll select the import format from here, so automatically my target and the source will get selected. See, whatever the target and the source you have taken, you would have remembered that I have taken the source and the target in import format. It has just uh, picked, or you can just say it has taken the source and target by automatically. Now I will save it. Okay, after saving it, my location has been done. Now I have to do the period and category mapping that I have to do in data integration. As you can see the pop-up message that this page has been decommissioned. Please use data exchange to complete this task. So we will go to that we will go to the data integration. Now I will go to the action and will select the period mapping from here. After going to the period mapping, I will not do a global mapping. I'm going to do the mapping on application mapping. I select the target application, my target application a underscore vision. I will go to the add column and will select the period from here. As you can see, the period is from January 2013 till December till December 2022. So we are going to load the data from January 2021 from in January 2020, sorry, January 2022, February 2022 and March 2022. I'm going to do the mapping like this. Okay, and we'll write my target year as FY22. So as you because of this there is some problem that it is only showing the period mapping till 2022. So we are going to load the data from of January 2022, like it's an actual data. Now save it. Okay, we'll do the same as for January, February and March. As you can see in my file that I'm loading the data of January, February and March over here. You can see that the data is of January, February and March. Sorry. Now I will again going to add it. Go to search, right over here, February 2022. Okay, 22. Now we'll do the same for March. Like we'll do the period mapping for all the periods for which we are loading the data. So right now we are loading the data for February, January, February, March. That's why we are doing the mapping of period of only January, February and March. Now save it. After that we'll just doing the you can just see the confirmation message. We successfully saved the successfully been done. Now we'll do the source mapping as well. Now select the source type. My source type was in a form of file. Now as the source was load data, my calendar will be CL. Save it. Thank you so much. Now after saving it, go over here and we'll add the source period as January. We'll add the source year as FY22 and number is written as 1. Okay, now save it. Okay, this cannot be empty. Okay, now save it. Period key shows period, here should be a number. Period key, where is period key? It is already in form of number itself. Okay, it should be in this format. Now we'll give source period number कैसे देना है? Source period number कैसे देना है? जरूरी नहीं ले रहा है। Period की source period Now we'll do the source mapping. So over here I have taken already the source type as load data. we'll do the source mapping for the in period mapping. We have already done the application mapping. Now we'll do the source mapping of January. We have done. We'll do the same as for February and March. We will go to the target and we'll write February 2022. Now save it. After that we'll create new one for the March. Now save it. Okay, so we have done the application mapping and source mapping. So category period mapping has been done. Now we will close it and we'll go to the category mapping. Now we'll do the category mapping as we are loading the actual data, because right now the current year is going on 2023, so we will load the data in actual. We'll go to the application mapping. We have selected the target application. Go to create and sign of add. Now go and add category attribute is valued, attribute. Okay, now we'll add from here actual. We'll take the target plan 1. Now save it. Now we'll do it again. Category mapping and application mapping. Now click on this. Okay, now save it. Okay, let's just see whether it's working or not. Now we will go to the workflow. In workflow we will do the data load mapping over here, and we'll do the like to like mapping. From here just change the location, reset, search. LOC data load was my location selected. My period is January 2022. My category is actually already been selected. As you can see now, my location has been set to LOC underscore data load, which has been made by me. My period has been selected, my category has been selected because I'm loading the data of actual. Source and target also are selected. Now we'll go to like, we'll go to account, we'll add it. Now we'll do the like to like mapping over here. We'll name the data rule as something different which not been used anywhere else. Don't just keep in mind that whatever data rule name your rule name which you are going to give, it should be different from every rule name should differ. Now after that, if I will go to I will not do like to like mapping for the data, because in our application, PBC's application, we don't do data load mapping of data. We'll go to entity, we'll add, save, HSP view, add, save. After that, we'll just recheck the data load mapping. An account has been done. In data we don't do. An entity already has been done, and HSP view done, product also done, and the version has also been done. Okay, now we'll save it again. We'll go to the data load rule. We will create a data load rule over here. Add, name it as DLR underscore rule 1, and the category is selected as actual. Import format is selected as IMF underscore data load 1, and yeah, we'll save it. Now we'll select the file from here. We'll load the file, go to select, upload, browse. Keep in mind that you have to select the file which is in which is going to be in CSV format. Select it. Now we will save it. Now we will execute it. While executing, we will import first, and we'll import and export. We'll write the start and the end period. My start period was January 2022 and end is March 2022. Now run it. Refresh it. After 10 seconds, we will again refresh the data. After that, let's just take out the EPM automation rule. Okay, let's refresh it again. Okay, now you can see that data load underscore rule 1 has actually got blue tick and it successfully loaded. We'll go to the data load workbench. We'll again check over there that imported, validated, exported or not. So these three has been got imported, validated and exported. If you wanted to check that it has been loaded or not, just go to the smart view. We'll connect with the smart view. That see if the data is going to be in bulk, so we need to remember that the data has been loaded or not. So right now I've just loaded the few data. Now we'll go to the panel. We'll click connect with the connection. A smart view. use your login and ID password. Now we will select the proper intersection whatever we have given while formatting. Base data, we'll select the scenario as actual, because if you remember we have loaded the data for the actual. Version as working, product as P underscore 100, year FY22, and A as Q1. Okay, so let's just match the data with the data file which we have loaded, that the data which we have imported is correct, or the data which we have loaded is correct or not. So 5,000, 6,000, 5,000, 6,000, 4,000 is a data of this is the data. So this is the January, February, March data. January, as you can just see, the data has been got checked. If you want to validate it, you can validate it as well. This minus this, if you want, you can just create sheet as well. The answer you will get is 0. So same goes for other as well, that whatever the data you have validated, it will show the same result. This is how we validate the data. And the data, if you have just loaded in bulk, how we are going to check it and validate it. So the data has been got load. Now my next step was that I have to load data and we have to run the rule for it. So how I'm going to run the rule for it now? How I'm going to run the rule for it. So for that I'll be having an EPM automation command. As you can see, this is the EPM automation command for running the data load file. Over here I have given the username, I have to give the ID password. Over here we'll have to give the URL as well, and after that I have to write the rule name over here. So my rule name is whatever my rule name is, or whatever my import and export command would be, that will come, and my start and the end month for which I have loaded the data. So if I will go to data load rule, in my data load rule, my rule name is rule DLR underscore rule 1. Okay, and my end under what is going to be my start month is January 2022, and it's going to be my import was replace, and at next in export I have selected as store data. Okay, so I have just say I'll just save this format. My format, how I'm going to save the format, so it will run automatically when I will right click with the help of mouse, that run as an administrator. I will write it as in double inverted commas open data load underscore dm rule. dot bat means batch file, inverted comma close. We'll select the file. I have selected the file where I want to save. Now save it. Now when I will just run the file, that time I will put the URL over here, and after that I will put the password over there directly. Now close it. We'll go over here and run the file automatically. Over here I will go and right click on this was my file, run as an administrator. Over here I will first write the URL, whatever my URL was. I will just go and copy paste the URL over there, run. I have to give my password as well, run. As you can see, the login has been got successful. Now it's processing the data that if you want to run the data load rule with the help of EPM automation. So how you're going to run the rule with the help of EPM automation? So as you can see, the data has been retrieving the status, and rule has gone run. The rule has run successfully and completed as well, and log out also. If you want to check that it has been done correctly or not, you can just go and check in your jobs. Go to application and overview, go and check the jobs. In overview, go and check the jobs. Under this you can see that the data has been loaded successfully, and the database has also got refreshed. So this is how we do this PBCS ticket, where we have to run the APM automation batch file of metadata data file, and need to run the rule of a batch file. You need for running the rule for the batch file, you need to first create the rule, and for creating a rule you have to create a data management rule, like the process which I have shown you actually. So this is how we actually run the rule for the data management, and we create the APM automation rule for it. Okay, so this is how I have completed the requirement for this ticket, and that's how we close the ticket of um, open ticket by solving the issue. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.